Hi, my name is Brandon Laquanen. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Chicago with the Fighting Youth Shouting Out for Humanity based at the Korean American Resource and Cultural Center. So I'm Filipino American and I was born and raised in Chicago and I'm an ally with the Dreamers. So with my immigration stories, I have two because two sets of grandparents. So starting with my maternal grandmother, she immigrated in here with only her cousin when she was 43 years old, and this was back in like 1970. And at first she didn't want to come to America because her life was already established in the Philippines, and her family of 7 children were there, but she couldn't bring them. She couldn't bring all of them to the United States at one time, so she had to come alone, or with her cousin at least, and start building a life for them by herself. And that was really scary on her part because she had to separate from both her husband and her 7 children. It really took a toll on her, but she, toughed it out, and she worked as a shopper's assistant for 5 years, earning $2.90 an hour, until eventually she was able to come up with the money to petition each of her children to the United States in pairs. So over the years, she'd have 2 children come one year, and the next year another 2. Until after 5 years, she finally got all of her family together again. And this relates to comprehensive immigration reform because my family really knows the pain of the undocumented families who are of fear of deportation and of having their families separated from each other. So this is why I am fighting alongside the Dreamers for comprehensive immigration reform and for instance, sibling visas, so that families stay together and that they don't have to be afraid of being separated. So on my paternal grandparents' side of the story, my grandma and her family, so her husband and her 2 children, so my dad and my aunt, they all came together. So that's what's different about their stories. But they all came together, but they were very afraid because they didn't know anyone here, didn't have jobs here, and they didn't have a cent to their name. But my grandpa assured my grandma with the following words: "We will find a way." And that phrase is really magical to myself, my family, and especially my grandma, because it symbolizes the immigrant mindset that they have when they come to America. Like any immigrant, they want to find a way. They will work hard, and then they'll achieve their potential to the best of their ability and make a name for themselves and their family here in America. And this is also why I support immigration reform, because they want a pathway to citizenship so that they could stop living afraid and give back to the societies that have helped them throughout the years.